Hey wonderful students, Miss Pelkey here on your last official lesson for summer school. How crazy is that? How quickly the 3 weeks just flew by. Today we are going to have a competition and it is going to be, drum roll please, building a fort, okay? With anything you can imagine, basically, as long as it is safe and you have permission. Those are always like the two biggest things. I don't want you or myself getting in trouble, and number one, your safety, okay? So option number one is if you have trees in your backyard, if you have enough trees that have enough branches, if you can collect some of those branches and that brush to create a legitimate tree fort, please do so. Those are typically the coolest, and I will share some pictures from what we did last year in Outdoor Adventures. If you are able to do that, that would be so neat. If not, that's okay. Hopefully you're joining session 2 and we might be able to actually do that in person if we hit the Green Circle Trail. We'll see. But if not, so I actually don't have a whole lot of trees in my backyard. If I went to the Green Circle, that would work, but I'm in my backyard right now. So what I did instead to build a fort was use items that I have permission to use because I own them, but you need to ask permission, and that it's safe. So if anything like collapses or whatever, I will be okay and I will be fine, which is, like I said, priority number one, okay? So for my fort that I built, unfortunately not out of trees, my top is a little baby swimming pool that I actually use for the dogs, and it is supported on one of those disc golf catchers, and also supported by an old piece of wood that was from a chicken coop that I had, and on the other side it's supported by some tomato cages, and then I'm just throwing in some nice decor for a nice homey touch as well, okay? So I'm gonna kind of give you the outside look here, okay? So that's my fort. You can do better, okay? I have full confidence that you probably have some cool things that you can build your fort with, either outside in the garage or with some trees, or if that stuff isn't available to you, then you can do it inside, as in using like blankets and pillows and stuff like that, okay? So no matter what you have access to, whether it's actual tree branches or whether it's odds and ends materials like you saw me doing, or if you want to do it inside, go for it, okay? The best tree fort is going to win. I would like, as people post them, it would be so awesome if you could go back and give a like. There's a little like button on Schoology, which is great. If you could like the ones that you think are like super cool, so we can get a clear-cut winner on who has the best fort, okay? Like I said though, please make sure you are being safe. I would love it, especially if you are using items, make sure you ask your parents, guardians, and make sure, like I said, nothing is too heavy that you can't move it, or if something falls, you will be okay, all right? Let's make this a fun competition and not a scary one. Tomorrow then, the last official day, we are gonna run it the same way. So if you wanna join the session in the morning, please do so for final goodbyes, which is crazy. And then if anybody needs to set up a one-on-one meeting later on, let's do that, because like I mentioned before, nobody was joining those afternoon ones, so I'm just going to leave that open if anybody needs to schedule something with me, okay? All right, fort building, last competition, please have fun with it, but like I am stressing so much, please be safe, and yeah, you can totally kick my butt on this, so please do that, okay? All right, see you tomorrow, hopefully.